Um, is it from Daria?
Should work now. I mean, I have the website as well.
Okay, I think it's good.
Okay.
Right. So yes,
No,
self right, like
no, okay.
perfect then. Then let's start. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here with us today. So let me just have a short introduction to all our viewers here. We are having an AMA session together with Alterim and also Bulas, Fan from Bulas and also Daria from Alterim. Thank you guys for being here. I'm super excited for this
Hello.
session. Right, so we'll be talking about how AI meets memes. So in this AMA session. And before we start, maybe Dara, can you like have a short introduction of yourself to our viewers?
Hello. I'm Daria. I am the chief yapper for Alterum AI. We are zero code NFT to life platform. We are here to bring all of your collections to life with a personalized companion that is growing, evolving, and making your life a better place every single day. And as well, we're here for the memes and here to ultimately boost any culture and any collection we come across. Thank you for inviting me, and hi, fans.
Hi, fans. Would you please do the pleasure to introduce yourself?
Bro, I think you need to unmute StreamYard.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out right now. I think you're mute.
Wait, can you hear me now?
Yes, now it's perfect.
Oh my gosh, freaking sorry. I don't know. A lot of screens going on, but
I know.
I'm thrilled to be here. I am Fent. I am a part of the Bullis team. I am also a part of the Honey Jar, THJ, and I'm excited to talk with you guys today about the Bullis, get to know a little bit about our project and how we're partnering and doing some work with Alterum. And also, someone sent me a gift. Dude, that's awesome.
I know. This
But
is what Friends is for. Like, it's so fun. Everyone just be like throwing gifts there. It's so
I know
cute.
this is the best day ever. But yeah, I'm thrilled to talk with you guys and show off Play Friends and show off Alterum. And maybe if we have some time, we can show off Bullish, our video game with the Bullis. But thank you for having me.
Hell yeah.
Awesome. Right. So maybe let's dive in on what our term is. So can you please share with us, Daria, what is our term?
Yeah, of course, happily. So Altrim is basically a very unique product on its own. We actually pivoted from a mini game and we pivoted into a proper DApp about a year ago. So basic idea is that currently we're covering mostly Berry Chain because this is where our home is. We're incubated by Build a Bear. And what we're doing is that we are allowing your NFTs to become a sentient being that you can engage with, interact with, ask it to generate images for you, do things for you. And the fun part about it is that you can actually chat to your companion and it will grow a bond with you and it will more and more become more your personalized friend. So I would say this is like a modern day Tamagotchi. Shout out to all the 90s kids. You guys know the feeling. But unlike the 90s Tamagotchi, this one is not going to die on you, so you're safe. I mean, unless you decide to unbond it for whatever reason, it's not going to die, but you're just going to, abandon it. It's going to be very sad. So don't abandon your NFTs. Unless just don't. Okay, yeah.
So I used to think about how sad it was if you abandoned Tamagotchi back in those days, and you see them just fed and just die. It's so sad.
Yeah, I know, right? So we decided to fix that. No more dying Tamagotchis.
That's true. So maybe explain a little bit like what inspired you guys to come up with this project, Ultrim. Like why AI? Also,
well,
why
Why Barachain? Well, because we're incubated by Build-A-Bear, and Smokey and the team and the foundation were very kind enough to give us a home. So, and we're also like very much for the culture people. Our founder, she's actually has like extensive experience building like just products. She's not really like enjoy being in front of the camera, but she's absolutely brilliant. And she's like super technical. So it is in fact pretty much like her baby in every shape and form. And once we got incubated by Build-A-Bear, we found ourselves a very interesting household filled with absolutely insane ideas, insane projects, building awesome communities, and we felt like we want to be a part of it. So that's how we ended up on Barachain, and we don't seem to want to leave, and we're not planning to only grow from here, expand, and overtake the whole ecosystem and beyond. And as we went along, we got to meet amazing people like Fent from Bullas, and we got to meet Steady Teddy community and Yeats and Jungle Party by Wivera, Finance. Yeah, it's been a whole roller coaster. And why AI? Well, I mean, why not?
Me too. I'm on Barachain, right?
Yes. Yes, and we're gonna turn you into an agent. Just mint yourself as NFT.
I will.
Let's get you as NFT, actually. That's a good idea. Let's do that.
So you guys do have NFT at the moment. Are you guys launching NFT soon?
We are actually, yeah. We part of our like ongoing campaign is like first 3,500 people who are minting an agent. They're actually getting a Genesis NFT, which is incredibly cute. Like I've seen the designs already. It's so adorable. It's like very, very much Vera coded.
Share with us a little bit more about this NFT collection that you guys. Is it live right now? Is it running right now?
No, it's still not live. It will be airdropped to the first 3,500 people who minted an agent during this period until we do the TGE. And also, the NFT itself is like a badge of honor, so it's not only like an exclusive thing that you have an NFT, but also it's additional trades, additional points farming, additional quotes for image generation, and like a whole bunch of other things. So Genesis NFT is also your airdrop eligibility, so you're not only getting a cute PFP and a cute agent, but you're also getting like additional financial gain later. Oh yeah, and by the way, whatever you're hearing on this stream today is not a financial advice, and I kind of legally have to say that for all of our sakes.
I love how you just put a disclaimer there. So maybe like back to you, Fent. Can you maybe introduce to us what is Bullas and what's Bullas doing?
Yeah, so basically at the Bullas, as you can probably tell from me, I'm a little bit unhinged, and I'm a huge fan of the trench culture on Barachain. And basically, everyone knows Barachain for cute bears, and we kind of don't really care. We aren't bears. We are Bullas, and we are going to turn this into a bullet chain. And basically, we have like this underground, independent type of vibe. We don't play by the rules. We always say like fuck Steady Teddies. We're going against Steady Teddies. We're crazy, but
yes,
that's like the outside of Bullas. And I love the art. I'm personally someone who I rock a Bullas PFP on Twitter, on Discord, and on Telegram. I love it. And that's kind of like the outside. But basically, we're a DeFi like centered in proof of liquidity aligned protocol. And sorry, these GIFs are like so distracting. I love it. That's the coolest thing.
People love you. I don't know what to say, but people just love you.
But with the Bullas, we are like essentially trying to be the easiest way to participate in Barachain's proof of liquidity. And we have a game called Bullish, which essentially allows you to one click and earn BGT. And if we have some time later after going through the Ultram tutorial, I would love to show you guys what Bullish and how kind of funny and crazy it is. But basically what you got to know is Bullas is seemingly a left curve PFP art collection, but we're really a right curve aligned DeFi DeFi centered project. Sorry, my mask.
It's a mask. Are you okay?
It's a Care Bear. I cut the head off. I think I caught some stuffing.
Yeah, you know, like there's probably like, but A for effort though for the mask.
I appreciate it. I gotta put it on. It's like the rally flag. We gotta rally together, especially right now with Barra price kind of just hurting. But it's the best time in the world to like, I don't know, just come test out Barachain and come try us out. Like Ultram is such a like easy protocol to use, and that's kind of why the Bullas we like Ultram, because we're a very like simple onboarding platform for proof of liquidity, which can be a very complex thing, because like you got to be pretty DeFi savvy. You got to know how to do a bunch of like liquidity pools, but Bullas, we make it all simple, one-click solutions. Come earn some BGT the easy way.
Yeah, like I gotta agree with you. As much as I love Barachain, I feel like this is some of the thing that most people might face within Barachain is how complicated within the DeFi system and everything is. So I love how Bullas you guys are like doing that to try to solve it and make it like easier for people, because that's what I feel like that's the hurdle for a lot of people to understand what Barachain is all about. And also Alterum as well. Like I love that you guys just like bullish on Barachain right now. Like maybe can I just ask like how did you guys like got to know together and start this collab together?
Ooh, so actually, since we are part like of the cohort for Build a Bear, we figured that our like first MVP and like our proof of concept outside of the Telegram mini app, since that's where we're pivoted from, would be to build a image generator for like the most vibrant communities. And Bullas were actually the first community we reached out to build something for them. And then we also build it for Teddy, Yeats, and for WeBera, because like we're in good relationship with all of them. So yeah, that's pretty much the story. I mean, we just kind of saw an opportunity to collab with something incredibly prominent and fun, and here we are. And I mean, I'll be honest, Bullas are like one of the most supportive communities for our products, alongside with all of our other partners as well. So yeah, we couldn't be more happier to actually work with them and for our product make boost their culture too. I mean, we're here for the game, all of it. Yeah, we couldn't be more happier.
True, that's true. So like, what unique value does like
boost their
each
culture
of you
too?
guys bring?
I mean, we're here for the game, all of it. Well, in our case, you can go first, dude. It's fine.
Okay, I would just say I think Bulla is like my biggest thing. And why I was essentially hired to be on the Bullas is I'm like community focused. Like I'm a community member who has been turned a team member, and I like come from the trenches. I'm still in the trenches. Like I love the community. I think community is the most important thing. And if you don't have community, like what we're doing right now is building community. And I think that's the most important thing. Because you can have the best tech in the world. It could be super complicated, super easy. It could be whatever. But if you don't have community, I don't think your project is going to be super sustainable and succeed. And I think us partnering with Ultram is super community focused, because my favorite thing about Ultram is I believe the first like 300 mints for the to like use the platform for the closed beta was free. And I thought that was the coolest thing ever, because it was like, we're going to give our early supporters like free access to our protocol. And that drew me in, because like, I think free is some of the best marketing out there, because your upside is infinite when you get free. And I really like respect Ultram and everything that's being built. not only are they a Build-A-Bear backed project, they're like very aligned with Barachain culture, and where culture and community mix is essentially like the differentiator, I think, with Barachain. And I think that's what we drive a lot of people into Barachain with, because like I don't know what other chains you have a person wearing a decapitated Care Bear on a stream, but I think that's a strength for us. And I think the tech could be teching, but if you don't have culture and community, I personally don't want to be a part of it. And I don't know many people that do want to be a part of it. That if you don't have the fun and you don't have the culture.
Right. So you've been talking about Barachain culture, right? Give me 3 words to describe Barachain culture.
Okay, so I'm gonna say, like, when I got on the website it said 18 plus, so I would say like retarded. I would say deranged and left curve.
Right.
But it's kind of
We
weird.
approve this message.
It's like a lot of like really smart people in the Barachain community. Like I connect with some really funny guys on the timeline, and then I'll ask them a question about something on Barachain, and they have like a crazy thesis, and they've been running like math calculations for like the best yield, and I'm like, okay, sure, I'll like I don't do any of that. I just try to go where the vibes are, but I love it. I think you don't really get the caliber of builders in a space like Barachain, and they have the same culture. Like they can be on the timeline like shit posting, and the next thing you know, they push out like a revolutionary product, and it's awesome.
Yeah, I gotta agree with that. Like what when you guys work together, like when you guys come into this collaboration, what do you guys feel about like AI coming together with like meme culture or like NFT culture? Like what do you think these two combine? What's the biggest takeaway from this kind of collaboration?
I think I'll start here. So basically, it makes sense for AI to actually go into the whole cultural aspect. And as I mentioned in the beginning, we are here also for the culture, and we're here for the long game. And because we are not really limited to just like one IP or one thing that you can do with AI. AI gives you an incredibly versatile tool list of what you can actually do with it and what you can perform. And like initially, the AI agency C on X was only the beginning, and it's like only the first thing that is like actually seep through to the general public. So in our case, we really want to do two things. We really want to boost the culture, regardless of the IP. It doesn't matter if you are Bula or Teddy or anything else. Really, you can be like we cover. Because with our recent update, we're covering now every single NFT that is based on Barachain. So it doesn't really matter at this point. However, we do endorse our OG builders. We do endorse our OG partners first because, I mean, this is what you do when you are grateful for, believing in a partnership and believing in the vision that we have. So yeah. AI is just a continuation of the technology stack that's out there. It can be used for good, it can be used for bad. We just want to use it for memes and for shenanigans, which is actually a Barachain a perfect place to do. So we are just boosting the culture as it is, and we are helping projects to connect with their audience even on more intimate level in a way. Because with our image generation, let's say for Bulas, you can generate things that are pretty much uncensored in so many ways. And I mean, we've seen some stuff the Bulas community done for us and done for themselves, and that is pretty insane stuff.
I can't help but to think what stuff they've done with Ultra.
So many, but like every single meme that comes out of like a community pool is like sometimes disturbing, but we're really much. So if you actually go like on our timeline, you'll find things that are like more or less PG because, well, I mean, that's kind of what we have to post. But things that we endorse, oh God, yeah, definitely. We definitely approve.
Right. So maybe walk us through a little bit how, for example, this collaboration, right, with Ultimate Ebola. So how does it work? Like how does this AI make say Bola's NFT? How do you guys make it work? How's the process like? And what's the outcome that we can expect?
I mean, it's pretty straightforward at this given time because, I mean, bullas are, first and foremost, is a cultural phenomena across Berachain.
Mhm.
Because, well, it's bulls on Berachain, which is insane on its own, but yeah. And basically how it works is quite simple. You just need to go to UltraMI. If you're a bullas holder, you mint yourself an agent. Currently costs 12 Vera to do so, and you need to start bonding with it. So you give it a name, you give it special traits, and then you can start working with it, like either just chatting to it, create images, create memes. It can technically be your licensed therapist. I feel like we all need therapy at some point with this price right now, but I digress. And yeah, you basically bond with your companion, and I think later on Fent will probably show us his underwear, I mean his interactions with our agent, and I'm so looking forward to it. It's like always fascinating to see people actually like using your product and making things with it. And Fent is like incredibly consistent. Like my morning, because we're in different parts of the world. So I'm in South Korea. Fent is like on the other side of the world. Like my morning just starts with like reading threads that Fent wrote, partially about us, partially about the chain. I'm like, oh yeah, big brain energy, love it, love it. Please do
Yeah.
more.
So say Fence Bola's NFT. So he gets to just mint this AI, and then this AI is gonna look like Fence Bola's NFT.
Yeah.
Is that how it works?
Correct.
So-
Correct.
so
Yes,
you
it takes a form of the NFT image. Yeah.
Right. So anyone that owns a Bear NFT can mint.
Yes.
Oh,
Correct.
so what if anyone that doesn't actually own Bolas or any Bears NFT?
Well, technically, right now, if you don't own one, you can go to SPT, which is like our Soulbell token. We're going to give you an NFT on Berachain for free right now. You just pay for the gas fees that you can just unlock and access the product. But it's much more fun if you actually are holder of the collection on Berachain because you get a better personalized experience with that. And the whole history stays with you longer than rather than you're just using a template that we provide.
Yeah, you know what, guys? Maybe just go get a Bolas. How about that? Instead of just not
Do that.
having just do that. We're shilling Bolas here. Hardcore shilling. So
Dude, I think bullas are. I don't know. I think it's good tech. I'm personally really bullish on like everything that we are going to do to deliver to holders, and especially right now when Barra's price is down so much, it's always a good time to position yourself in projects that you believe in and that have a roadmap. And whether that's a Bullas, a Steady Teddy, or a Mabera, there's like so many different types of NFTs that you could just scoop right now at extremely cheap prices compared to the future.
yeah, I totally agree with that. How much is a Bolas right now? The floor price.
Right now, we're at 42 Bara, like around 42 Bara, and that's 117 bucks. And we've seen, I don't know, like bullas have stabilized around 40 Bara, and we do have like a collaboration coming pretty soon, which is some alpha I'll drop, I guess, for everyone in the chat. We do have Smiley Smiley Finance is about to start sweeping bullas, so that could raise the floor price. So I always say, if you're interested, like go find one you like the art of, maybe pick it up if it's above floor price, and then hold on to it forever. I love them. I think they're great tech, and we have a ton of stuff in the pipeline to deliver to our holders.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna go pull out of my pools and just go get a few more.
This is the best time, actually the best time to get them now. Right. Okay, so now maybe I want to ask Finn this question. Since you have been interacting with your Bolas Ultram AI um, uh, NFT, so what do you feel like is the most surprising way that you can use Ultram AI to interact with you? Like, what surprised you the most? I say.
I personally really like the image generation, and like I don't know. I think it's so unique to have an AI image generation tailored already to an art style. Because if you try to use like ChatGPT or some other AIs and get them to do a consistent art style with a collection or an NFT to say like sometimes it just like won't work and it will just give you a wildly different output, like very different from what you can get with the consistency of Ultram AI, and that's what I really like.
Right. So when how often do you actually interact with your AI?
I personally, I have two of the CBT, like the closed beta access, and I use one of them daily in my hot wallet, and that one is like the one I'm trying to farm points with because they do have a point system, and I'm a huge fan of point systems. But my one that's tailored to my Bullet NFT is actually tailored to my cold wallet because that's where all my bullets live. I keep them tucked away nice and safe, and that's the one we'll actually be testing out today. So you guys will get to meet my AI.
Okay. Now I'm excited. Okay, I see. Right, so like how often do you think that you have to interact with it? Say the one that you always interact with. Like do you see it actually slowly getting like personalized to you, the way that you interact with it?
Yeah, I think I do. I think the especially with the art generation, over time, I feel like I have seen an increase in quality. I am just like a huge fan. I always generate a Bulla's image or something, and then I drop it in the Bulla's Discord or send it to our team, and they're always like, "Wow, that's like actually really good," because it's surprising like how it can keep like the traits of the Bullas and like generate however you want it to be, and that's like I don't know. I do that every day, and I don't know the chat. I'm not much of a chatter. I would much rather like talk verbally, but I do think it picks up on a lot of stuff because I've described like what the bullas are, and it like remembers our conversation.
Right. So super happy to hear about that. I can't wait to see you actually demonstrating that to us because actually I haven't seen that myself. All I can do is just listen. So I am definitely waiting for something good here. But before we get to that, like maybe back to you, Daria. What do you think with this? Well, together with Ultram right now, how do you see like AI and memes influencing each other in the future digital space?
That's a good question. So actually, there is like it's a double-edged sword in a way because memes are still somewhat part of like IP, and it is intellectual property to some extent. I mean, yes, it's community owned, but I do feel like we have to be fairly careful whenever we're like going deeply into things that can be actually licensed because and it can actually hurt like bigger creators or like creators that were the original benefiters of their own creations. But I mean, with Barachain specifically and with all of the NFTs that are on it, we're fortunate enough to work directly with all the IP owners. So, and I mean, once it becomes a community property in a way, it becomes quite liberating and allowing people to create things that they want with their favorite characters and put them in like very fun situations, doing fun things. It's actually a very big blessing. So, yeah, I'm very excited to see how we progress as well as technology. And also, it's kind of cool to bring back that, like, childhood feeling of having a pet, even when you're like, even if it's a virtual pet in a way, and actually interact with it on like a deeper level. Yeah, I mean, AI isn't perfect now, but it's going to get better over time, and we're going to see better and better improvement both on the output of the content, but also on the features that this specific agent or specific companion or can perform. So I'm very excited to see where this goes, and I've seen our product roadmap, which is pretty big, and like I've seen our deck as well. And let's just say there is a reason why bullies are bullish on Alterum, because we're definitely bullish on ourselves.
That is true. I like to highlight the part where you mentioned about how this could actually be a double-edged sword. Like this is just the fact that AI is right now at this stage. So I want to know like how Alterum is actually tackling this issue, or maybe at least having it under control with
Well, I mean, again, we're just following the general common sense. Like, we're not gonna build an image generator or build like a specific feature product without consent of the team that actually owns the IP, because I mean that's kind of illegal, and we are a company after all, so we're not trying to break any laws and make any enemies. But I have actually been recently on a panel with Lagrange team and Open Ledger, and they brought up a very good idea that like different security levels and verification of AI content being actually AI and allowing this backtrack to the original owners, that would probably give some additional level of security, and we will be able to, give credit where credit is due, even if for some magical chance and magical moments, like the use of a, IP is not sanctioned by the original IP owners. So yeah, I mean, we'll see. That is like, I mean, there's tech out there that allows us to validate and improve, and we're here for it. I want us to validate and improve.
Mm-hmm. Good to know. But so far for running Alterum, even in the test net right now at the moment. So, do you see, or is there any case where maybe users are like abusing Alterum's AI? Can you guys detect that from back end?
No, because we are fully agnostic. We can't really see what you're doing with the agent itself. That's kind of the whole point of the agent. However, if you share it in the public space, then yeah, definitely we can actually see that and potentially take measures. But we haven't had any issues like that, because even though like the whole Chain community and like ecosystem is fairly unhinged, people are still fairly respectful, and they're not creating anything that is like too borderline insane. I mean, yeah, there is a little insanity, but it's a good kind. We're all a little bit mad. So
yeah. So any future improvement or maybe big steps for Alterum at the moment that you guys are planning to do?
Oh god, too many to mention. So we will be sharing some updates next week as soon as our Mint to Win campaign ends. I mean, one of the big things is the Genesis NFT. So if you have time and passion, definitely sweep some agents now, so you can actually get the Genesis NFT, because we're not really limited to like one person, one NFT, so you can do multiple wallets. Please and thank you. And also, like, we have quite big plans in terms of both improving our technology, adding new features, adding trading features, adding like task agents and stuff like that. So we have a pretty extensive product roadmap coming. And our goal and our mission is not only to be a partner of every single NFT project across Chain, but also go beyond Berachain and bring more projects onto Berachain with our
Right.
offer. So whoever is coming to bring their project onto here and bring like Mint onto here, we want to be at the forefront, and we really want to be the go-to companion and guide for those projects coming in. So our mission is to, well, expand Berachain beyond and expand Altrim's vision also beyond.
Right. So I got really, I just got a little bit curious. So I thought about this question, right? So we can actually talk to the AI and maybe set and give them prompt how we want them to actually interact with us. So how does this set you guys apart with like other AI, for example, ChatGPT, where you can also set them prompts how you want them to like interact with you?
Well, first and foremost, it's like incredibly personalized experience. So it is tied to your NFT. Whatever content you produce and whatever you're making, it's yours. So basically, ChatGPT can shut you down, and that's it, and goodbye. Well as your prompts and everything you have created is on chain. So we like what's yours is yours. You have full responsibility, clearly, but also you have full freedom in creating things that you do. Yeah, so that is our main definition. And also, because it's tailored to a unique personality of the agent and unique personality of that set NFT, every trait is very much unique. Yeah, sure, you can maybe prompt ChatGPT to learn from you and stuff like that, but it just feels more like you're just talking to a chat box rather than you're actually talking to something more sentient and something that is there to be your friend rather than just to be a cold tool in your hands. And bringing that warmth, yeah, definitely do that.
Does alternate AI speak back, or it's just through text?
For now, just through text, but I mean, please do understand and bear with us because it's pretty expensive to actually develop AI projects and AI products. So voice, yeah, at some point we're planning for it to also have ability to speak, but that will actually depend on our like runway and funding and stuff like that. So we are focusing currently on features that are more executable ASAP.
Right.
So that's the idea.
Right. So I'm guessing the collaboration with Alterum and Bolas is mainly a lot of Bolas community would get onto Alterum and use your AI.
Fingers crossed. Please do.
Right.
Fingers very much crossed, yeah.
But he's probably saying yes. Okay. Yeah, but maybe we can also do the demo now. Fen, are you okay with that? If we were to hop onto the demo, I'm pretty sure a lot of people
totally
are really waiting to want to see that.
And will I present through StreamYard?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, that's all good.
Sweet. Can you guys see my my screen?
Right. I think we can. Can we?
Yep. Let's go.
Sweet. Yeah, so this is the interface of Ultram. As you can see, I have my legendary Bulla, Hank, I named him here. He's one of my favorites, wearing a color block hoodie. I don't know. I love this design of this guy right here, especially holding the fat wad of cash. You gotta love it. But do you want me to talk about Ultram, like the interface, or do you want to do it, Daria?
I'm more than happy for you to do it because I actually really want to hear how you do it on the daily and like what do you experience and what do you feel, because I feel like this is like the best feedback we as a product team can get, and also I think it's the most genuine way for people listening and watching to understand how you feel. So please take it away from here, dude. I'm all ears for that.
Yeah, so this is like the interface after you've like connected your wallet, and the cool thing is you can see you get some points up here at the top. It's actually really interesting. It increases based on the affection that you score every day, and your affection can get pretty high. I think the highest I've ever got was like 135, which I don't know if that's a lot.
That's actually good, yeah.
What is the benchmark for good?
I don't think we have like a very set number right now, but like if you're over 120, that is considered pretty tight.
Right. Is there a highest number for the affection? Can you reach the highest?
I think I need to ask our actually co-founder if she set like any boundaries, but I think like sky is the limit at this moment.
Okay, let's see. All right.
Yeah. So like basically this is like the chat function. So you can essentially just like chat with the AI, and you kind of when you set it up, you give it some traits, and these are the persona keywords. I guess that's the term to describe it. But I'll just send it a message.
Wow, okay. So you say hello and BM, it knows how to respond back BM? Or do you have to set that?
I think I don't know if I ever said that. It might have just picked up on me. That's the only way I greet it, saying hello and BM.
Yeah, we have updated the model for it to actually pick it up straight away. When we were just developing it, just said hello, and you had to do like BM manually and stuff. Now just picks up on your language.
Right, okay.
And like the chat function is I don't know. It's for me. I prefer the image generation because I love like the quality of that, and we'll get into that. But as you can see, like when you send them messages, your affection with them increases, and that's like how you score. Which like I've learned like sending lengthier messages or more conversational messages will increase your affection higher. And I couldn't imagine getting higher than 135. I thought that was pretty tough to get up there. But I would like to know
from the time that you talk with it. So like the longer you talk with it, and then the message, the more message you type to it, it grows.
Yeah, well, you can only send 50 messages a day right now, right, Daria?
Yeah, we're capping it at 50 for time being because we're like still exploring the best model. But yeah, for early adopters there will be additional perks. So work in progress.
Okay.
That's what I'm definitely bullish on because I do feel super early with Ultram, and I think for anybody who's like interested in is like the future of AI on Barachain and like AI agents. I think it's definitely worth like going and picking up a bulla because then you're securing our future perks, and then you go mint an AI agent based on your bulla, and then you get to also secure the future perks of Ultra, which is super cool. And then here you can see this is the image generation mode, which you click choose mode, and you see they got steady teddies. They also have for BM chat, which I've never used that personally. I just use
that's like our preset.
Okay.
And then we have Jungle Party, which is Weebera, I believe, and then
that's them.
And Yeet. But yeah, we can cook up a meme for bullas. I probably asked some pretty deranged shit. I was trying to get Ice Spice. I wanted to do an Ice Spice.
I love that.
This one, I really like some of these that it created. I had one with I had one of it doing coke, which was
that
shows how deranged it can get.
Yeah.
What should we have it do? Chat. Should we ask the chat what we want it to do?
Yes, please. Let's do that. Let's see. Do you get more affection if you have better riz? Yeah, Brian, only if you type it up, though. The riz means nothing if you don't type it.
JC is saying sexy time. Oh my god.
What should we generate, chat? Anybody have a good idea?
Let's see.
Yeah, I don't know.
Eating something nice. Someone say eating something nice.
I was about to joke about eating ass, but I'm not gonna.
Oh my gosh! Sexy time is really something nice.
Okay.
And then it usually asks you for like more details after.
Right.
Yeah. We'll do something casual. And then
Can we do like Bula streaming?
yeah, we should do that next, the bullet streaming.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool, yeah. Yeah, because if you want to have like a super specific meme, you can actually add a bunch of like traits and prompts, and then it's gonna like generate like let's say sushi or pizza or pineapple on pizza, which is a sin, but you know.
Oh my god. Let's not start a whole debate about that. Oh, cute. Okay, a quick question though. Since someone just now commented about sexy time, I think it was JC that commented about sexy time. Just curious, can it go like PG-18?
Yeah, if you generated and sniffed and coke, definitely it can.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Okay.
But I mean, I think there is like inbuilt like stop for some things that are like illegal across all models that we're using. But hypothetically, yeah, sure.
Okay.
We're
So what
packaged, so yeah.
Nudity and stuff.
Say again?
Like nudity and stuff.
It will probably block you from doing that most likely, or is it just gonna like do a censored or something? Because we are still using like public models, so
okay. You know. So they're fixing that there, yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah, and then as you guys see, my points increased by like 2,000. It's crazy. And look at this, we have a bullet gaming.
Yeah, gaming, streaming. Mackie, this is the one you asked for. Streaming, right? There you go.
Yeah, and you can also save it and use it as your PFP and do things.
You know what? This is like the perfect, like, the kind of image that you just post, like a GM post or like a whatever post on X. Just saying that Ebola is doing this and that. Or like a random post that you just want to post on X. This is actually perfect. I wonder how people get their picture generated. I think this is the way now, right? Outerm's the way.
It's pretty much a very good like marketing tool, like for our partners teams. I mean, Fent, you'll be the judge of that, but if you use it, as you mentioned, for like GM posts or for some like campaign, definitely you can do that. I mean, it's fully your license, so you can do whatever you want.
Mm-hmm. You can even create a poster with it, right? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Even poster or something.
Oh, by the way, Snowsies, if you were on the waiting list and you have minted your SBT, you can actually go and mint it now, so you don't really have to wait. 12 bear, all yours. And also, if we're running a contest right now, mint to win. So if you mint during like until June 2nd, you have a chance to actually not only get your mint for free, basically, but also get 12 bear on top because we're airdropping 24 bear to lucky winners. And if you're a holder of like bullas or anything else, yeah, definitely go ahead. I can drop a link in our group chat to the tweet with our campaign. And if you guys want to participate, feel free to do so. We are welcoming everyone, and the chances are super high because, yeah, I mean, up to 30% chance that you might be the lucky winner. Just saying.
Love that you just dropped there. But yeah, thank you so much, Fen, for sharing that. I think that's really, really interesting to see. Now I get to picture what you can do with Ultrim. And like, mainly for picture, like we get to, we talked about the interactive part with your AI, right? That's more to the chat part. Correct me if I'm wrong.
It is pretty interactive.
Mm-hmm. So that's the interactive part, the chat part. But like when it comes to the video, or not video, but more like the images, that's just mainly it generating image of whatever you wanted.
Yes.
Correct. Right. Okay.
But we have some time. I want to see the game. So Fent, show us the way of bullas.
Yeah. Now let's talk a little bit about bullas.
Yeah. So this is like something I would personally like love if we could set up an AI agent to play bullish. I think that would be so cool.
Right. Let's see.
Yeah. So I guess okay, you guys, everyone can see?
Yep. I can see it.
So right now bullish is currently gated to holding a bulla NFT. And we do think in our next season we are going to open it up to the public again. But the main reason we did gate it is because we did season 1, which was not gated, and I think we had about $260,000 worth of Bera that was spent and brought in revenue wise. But then when we gated it, we had less unique wallets, but we had around $780,000 of Bera revenue brought in. So that puts bullish at like lifetime. We're a little bit above $1 million. We're probably at $1.1 million dollars of Bera slapped. And basically, when you load in, you can see this kind of looks crazy, but I'm gonna have to go to a different bulla. You can see all my freaking bullas. I have too many in here, but and I don't know. I just disconnected, but it's one of those things where it's like it's so cool to have something you can do with your NFTs. And as you can see on bulla number 4, which I paid an arm and a fucking leg for, but I don't have much going on here, and I'm pretty weak with this bulla. But when I go over to bulla 405, I think, so I have 192 slap power. So that's like 192x what I had on the other bulla. And I have all these weapons and items that I've farmed up, which recently I actually haven't been playing as much because I've been busy having to do boring work. But it's really unique because all of your power, your items is tied to your NFT. And we've seen a lot of people actually frame their bullas up and then sell them for pretty expensive amounts of money. Like our floor price is around 40. We've seen a common era or a common bulla that was chained up super high, and it actually sold for around 400 Bera. So it was a 10x on floor price if you just wanted to play the game. And the way the game works is you sit here and you enter the amount of slaps you want to do. Each slap is 0.9 Bera. And that may seem a little expensive, but with that, you enter the bread line. And as you can see here, there's 300 spots in the breadline, and every bulla that's in the breadline is earning BGT emissions. And what we are able to do with that is basically say we get a user spends $1. We as a protocol are able to bribe with that dollar, and we're able to get about $1.20, sometimes we have $3 of BGT emissions to go to players. And with that $700,000 of Barra that has been spent in Bullish V2, we've seen like over $1 million worth of BGT emissions. And we also have a really awesome feature right here, which allows you to claim your BGT as LBGT, which also gives you a premium. So you're able to get even more. Say you had $5 of BGT to claim. I think with the LBGT, that could be around like $6, a little bit over $6, because you get to play with that premium. And you also earn OBarrow, which is Baradrome's call option on their Barrow token. And basically the game works, you slap, and then you get moolah. And with your moolah, you buy items, and the items are able to passively earn moolah. And the thing that is kind of tough is you can't just forever passively earn moolah. You have a moolah capacity, and that fills up. So then you have to go in and claim, which I would have to connect my hardware wallet and everything. That would take a few minutes. But it essentially allows like players to like play daily, and people who started first don't have an infinite advantage. And right now we're pretty deep into the first like season with BGT emissions, but we are coming close to resetting. So all of your spank power will get set to 0, and then all of your items will reset to 0, and your moolah will be reset to 0. And with that, everyone can start fresh and start training their bullas up. And I know when the next season starts, I'm going to go crazy. I'm going to be training my bullas like crazy, trying to get as much slap power as I can. And just for everybody,
from the weapon,
yes, the slap power. When you buy weapons, it increases. Here, I'll look here. This is a mysterious item, but spoiler alert, it's a bag of cocaine. And it gives you a whole moolah per second for passive production. And it also increases your spank power by it will show up here, it'll increase it by 1, but your true spank power, we do a square root function, so it's more fair for new players. And basically the name of the game is you want to upgrade and buy weapons, which after you buy a certain amount of them, like I bought 50, so now I can upgrade my bongs, and my bongs will be twice as powerful. And basically you want to buy all these weapons, you want to farm it, and you need to do it strategically to make sure you're spending your moolah efficiently. And the biggest alpha, I think, is people don't really know, but your moolah is per bulla or per wallet. And you could spend that on other bullas. You can essentially train up all your bullas to just make a massive amount of moolah at once. Because I have a lot of bullas who have no spank power or no items. And that was a mistake I made in this first season. But the name of the game is you want to get your spank power up because you earn more BGT in the breadline. Because the way we do that is we issue a staking receipt token. And when you're in the breadline, which is 300 spots, say you're in spot 300, if someone else slaps, they knock you out of the breadline. So you're no longer earning BGT emissions.
Oh, okay. So essentially, the players want to be getting BGT. That's why you up your spank power for that.
Yes. Yeah. And even like when you're making money in Bullish, you can essentially spend like 0.69 Bara, and say you get 1 BGT, that means you've already recouped your investment so you could spank again. And with proof of liquidity, it allows players to keep playing and stacking their capital, and also have a little bit left over and get their return on investment. So that's what we really like. We are the first in the history of the world proof of liquidity uh, aligned game, and we're the first POL game. And essentially, all you have to do is just come here, enter a slap amount, and then click spank, and then you can actually earn BGT. That's it. Nothing else. It's one transaction, and you're earning BGT. The simplest way to do it.
Wow. Okay. But first off, anyone who wants to join this game gotta own a Bulla's NFT, right? Am I correct?
Yes, right now. Yeah.
Okay. So previously you can just play for fun, but now you gotta own a Bulla's.
Yes, and then in our new season, we are going to be open to the public, so everyone will be able to play. But we're currently working on like reiterating, making the game more exciting. We're going to add a ton of cool stuff. It's going to be exciting, and I'm super excited for the next season. We might even have other BGT derivatives that you can claim.
Question though. So if you're open to public can get BGT as well.
Yes, if they slap, if they play the game, yes.
But like they don't have to own a Bulla's to play the game.
Not in the coming season. Currently.
Currently, yeah. So when you're open to public, you can play without having Bulla's.
Yep, totally.
Yeah, so you just gotta up your spank power and get BGT if you're in the bread line.
Yep. Yeah, it's essentially a pretty simple idle type game where you can idly be earning moolah and then building your spank power and planning to like spank at the right time, or spank whenever you want to enter the bread line when you think you have sufficient spank power.
Oh wow. Okay. Crazy. Like Pudgy Pete asked a question like, how tough is it to get into the bread line? What's your experience?
It's not tough to get into the bread line. It's pretty tough to stay into it because we do have active players who are playing every day. And another tip is like you can look on the blockchain and see which wallets are spanking where and when. And if you notice that somebody has a habit of spanking at like 9 p.m. your time, it's like, oh, well, I should just slap in the morning. And then I'll get to eat it up until that person gets online, and then they start spanking.
Oh, okay.
It's a whole strategy. Wow.
Yeah, it is a strategy game. Sheesh. Okay. You know, Snowsy just asking, should data model it to see what the optimal strategy is, and can Altrum actually come into this part to come up with some help with the strategy part? Is it possible?
I mean, hypothetically, probably yes, but I'm not sure if we can do it straight away. But that's a good thing to think about, actually. I'm going to bring that up on our product meeting.
Wow, okay. Yeah, another idea that we can look into here. But like, yeah, damn, this is actually a really, really fun, interesting way, but also a very educational way to bring people into DeFi, actually. And also involve proof of liquidity as well within the Bear ecosystem.
Yeah, it's super. It is super. At first, you might think it's like pretty simple, but there is a lot of strategy. And like what we've seen with Web3 gaming is like when there's money to be made, the strategists come out. And I like that part. I think it can be very high level, and it can be tons of fun.
Yeah, no, that is actually really true. So for anyone who wants to join right now, we have to wait for the next round, yeah?
No, if you bought a Bulla today, you could hop on the website and start playing right now.
Okay. Oh, immediately. I don't have to wait for the next wave.
No, you don't have to wait.
Yes. Who's spending all her Bear on slapping people?
I know. I gotta be spending on that now. But what if I join right now? I'm gonna be like kind of like in a not so benefit position, like because
It might seem like that, but we do have a max on spank power. So you can max out your spank power. And when that's maxed out, it allows new players to catch up. And that's like our goal is to allow anybody to just go buy a bulla, start playing, and be a player in BGT pretty soon.
Okay, how does the BGT part works though? How much is being given back to you?
Well, it matters based on your spank power and your amount of time you're spent in the bread line, because there's only 300 spots, and essentially there are 300 receipt tokens that BGT is being admitted to. And I'm trying to pull up, like right now we have our BGT APR is 18,000%, and we're currently bribing with $35,000. And
Oh, wow, okay.
yeah, and essentially we're bribing. I don't know exactly our like efficiency on our bribes right now because I don't have that pulled up, but it just continues going because players keep slapping. We get more Barra. We're able to bribe with that Barra, and then more BGT comes, and then players want to play. So it's pretty awesome, and it's EV positive for everyone involved.
Wow, okay. So yeah, TLDR strategy game. Very
Yeah.
I'm just using my brain power right now, trying to think of how you can actually climb the leaderboard if you're like a new player.
Yeah. Well, it does. I would not recommend just going and starting playing bullas or bullish and just slapping right away. I would wait to build up your spank power a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's one of the tips to actually climb the bread line. Daria, maybe we should hop into this game. We should start.
I actually pulled out some money from like a bull I had on Kodiak to go buy bull. I already did that, and now I guess I'm gonna go slap some people.
Just go.
I think I have a problem.
Also, it's a good time to get the bullas anyway, just as Fent mentioned earlier. Because
And I'm lucky enough. I got a bulla with like a Tamagotchi in her hand, so I think it's very, very funny.
That suits perfectly. That suits you perfectly. Right, yeah. I mean, like, thank you for showing all this to us, Fent, and also your time for explaining what Bolas is, and also Daria as well for Ultrim. It's been a really fun session with you guys. I mean, I don't want to hold you guys any longer. I just want to thank you guys for being here, and also maybe anything you guys want to like, some alpha or anything extra to just drop in the chat before we end and wrap things up. You can go first, Daria.
I'll just say join our Mint to Win campaign, because this round of whatever companion you're minting is actually quite exclusive because it's paid, and whoever is a paid holder gets additional perks. So yeah, don't forget to do that, and you're still going to be among the first ones to receive the Genesis NFT. So yeah, we're waiting for you guys. Please join us and please enjoy what we build for you, and we're super thankful for your support. And we're thankful to Fent for joining us today, because that is such an awesome vibe. I really love going on any like spaces and events with him. It's always such a good vibe. So
You guys met in real life before?
nah, not yet, but hopefully sometime this year. Hopefully.
Do you guys go for events? Like in real life events, do you guys attend those?
Yeah, I think we should. Our team is definitely going to be at Token this year on Korean Blockchain Week, so that is definitely one of the areas, and maybe DevCon later in the year.
Okay, yeah. What about Bolas? Will Bolas be having people from your team to be attending events as well?
Yeah, I think we should. I think we might be at ETH Canes, and we gotta. I don't know. We just have to plan some stuff out. We want to make sure we show up where there'll be a lot of Barachain folks, and I think token is something we're looking to do. And a big thing we do want to do is start hosting some Bullas IRL events, and
Yeah,
I don't know. I like to party, so I'd love to throw a Bullas party.
that would be fucking crazy. I can imagine that. Love. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you so much for your time today. So, and also for you guys who have stayed for this whole AMA session, thank you for being here. I'm pretty sure you guys picked up a few things here and also a lot of alpha here. So, guys, if you have not already have a bonus, go get a bonus. If you not have already have an Alterum NFT, go get it right now. So, yeah, thank you guys. Until next time, bye bye now. Thank you so much, Daria and Fent here.
See ya.
Bye.